Welcome to Istanbul. Wow, this city is honestly amazing. It's clean, it's cheap, people are friendly, everyone speaks English, which makes it a hell of a lot easier than Brazil. And it's beautiful. The amount of dedication that they show to Islam through the mosques is insane. There's thousands and they're everywhere and they're huge. Right now I am crossing this bridge and I'm on the way to the Grand Bazaar, which are some of the biggest markets in the world, I believe. I'm very keen. Already there are some major protests starting. I wouldn't say major, but right now I'm in the Grand Bazaar and I just made it back to the main street after wandering around in these little side paths for hours. I would have been lost for a good 90 minutes. But I'm finally back on the main path, living well. This place really is quite bizarre. In Turkey, they must not have the same laws on intellectual property as we do back home, because there is just an unlimited supply of fake designer brands and they're everywhere. And right now I'm really struggling to fight the urge to spend $15 to come home looking like the physical embodiment of Louis Vuitton. It's time for the afternoon prayer here in Istanbul, and the music just comes on and scares the hell out of me every time. Mosque of Suleiman Magnificent. Huge. Wow.
Blue Mosque is just a bit further away, not that far off.
The other side is like decorated.
Size, everything, yes, but it's not overfilled with. So the architect of that one wanted to keep it.
It's a bit cold. The airline has lost my bags and I'm sick. But it is a gorgeous day to be in Istanbul, which is easily one of the best cities I've ever been to. I just absolutely love it here. So spirits are high. I'm doing a free walking tour, which is usually the best way to see a city and the cheapest way. So I'm doing a free walking tour this afternoon, and then I'm just gonna check out this city. It's awesome. Right now I'm just off Taksim Square. I'm at like a little park. The square's more or less like just there after you go up those stairs and behind that playground there. Wow. When you come to places like this, you just know how lucky you are, because it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love Istanbul. Completely different to any of my expectations. I thought it would be a lot more hectic than it is now. I mean, it is the middle of winter, so speaking to a bloke in the Grand Bazaar yesterday who was saying it's quiet season at the moment. But still, it's pretty quiet. It's extremely clean. And everyone speaks English, which makes it very easy to communicate with local people. Which is nice for me. It makes my job a lot easier. Behind me is Taksim Square with the famous Masjid Mosque, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Oh. Istanbul is a strange city. So after coming from South America, you know, you're just always in the back of your head. Keep your phone in your pocket, don't pull it out, you know, that sort of stuff. You come here at night, people are just walking around with their phones, leaving them on tables when they're eating. So you feel like it's pretty safe. People are very nice as well. But then, the other day, I was leaving my hostel And I grabbed my passport and took it with me because I was going to get a SIM card. And in a lot of countries you need your passport for your SIM. And lucky I did, because they have these police patrols absolutely everywhere. And they stopped me and they like searched me, pat me down and took my passport and had a look through it. And they have them fairly regularly all over the city. So it does still remind you that at the end of the day, terrorism is a real threat, especially in the Middle East. And, you know, I guess that's where you are. But this city, as a whole, feels so safe. And the people here are so nice and friendly. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. It has been a while since my last clip, and that was because I got quite sick actually. I got bad flu, it was awful. But I'm over it now, and the problem is that I missed half of Istanbul, but saw all the main sites, but I could not be bothered to record. Anyway, I'm on the mend, and I am in Canakkale, about to go to Gallipoli tomorrow. Most of the tours aren't running because it's the low season at the moment. So the plan is to get a ferry from over here somewhere. I think that's it there, to the other side of the Dardanelles, and then do my own sort of thing at Gallipoli. But right now, I'm in the main sort of square, and I found the giant horse, which took me at least half an hour to find. Which you think is weird, considering it's a giant horse. How hard can it be to find? Well, the answer is quite a while. Behind me, here, is the actual Trojan horse they used in the movie Troy, which was donated to the city of Canakkale after it was made. And here is a replica of Troy itself. And it's believed either Troy 6 or 7 was the one written about in Homer's epic poem, the Iliad. Honestly, I thought this place would be filled with Australian and New Zealanders, but it isn't. I seem to be the only one here. Could be because it's the low season, but I don't know. People in my hostel or in my hotel were all speaking Turkish, so I don't know. It doesn't seem to be that many of us out here in March, or end of Feb. I'm staying in the Anzac Hotel. I'm here for Gallipoli, and I came to finish the trifecta by going to the Kangaroo pub, but they didn't have Australian beer, so I was disappointed and I left. But you know, that's why we travel, to live like I do back home. Okay, right now walking through the streets of Canakkale, looking for the bus to go to Troy, off to Gallipoli tomorrow. My God, it feels good to be feeling better, because now I can get back to exploring and recording, which is awesome. Woo. Behind me is the saddest collection of flagpoles I've ever seen. There's just nothing on them. It's just turkey. Maybe that was done for a reason. This place is just deserted. There's one bloke down there, and that TV's on, and there's one bloke in there. And then they're shut. One dude in there, they're shut. No one's here. That hotel doesn't look like it has a single person staying in it. It's kind of sad. Surely it fills up in summer, but still in the winter you'd think there'd be some locals. There just isn't. It's kind of eerie, being like the only person in this square, which, I mean, that's vacant, I think. But I have a feeling this place would pack out normally. being yelled at. I think he's trying to help me. I found the bus. Well, he showed me the bus. Now he's taking me to a different one. Okay. Does this go to Troy? Yes? Thank you. Now, I have found the bus. I'm the only one on it at the moment. But I think it goes to Troy. I'm not entirely sure. The guy didn't really speak English. But I think this goes to Troy. I don't know. He made like some hand signals. I think I pay cash. And doesn't look like I need to pre-book any ticket. I'm gonna be in Troy in about an hour and a half, or God, where else do these other buses go? There's hundreds of them. It's just, oh, it's not really focusing. There's one there. It's like 10 more out there. There's another one there. So I really hope this does go to Troy. Only one way to find out, right? There is not a single soul in Troy. There's a massive wooden horse. I'm just walking around the old city by myself. It's like a museum park sort of thing. And there's some stuff here left from the old city. But there's just nobody here. There were some people here when I got here. And since then I haven't seen them again. I'm just like the only one here. Look, there's some more of the old city there. It's sick though, it's awesome. Oh, right now I am on top of the walls of Troy, which is sick. These walls are massive and so old and well preserved. Look at that. Wow. This place is seriously insanely cool. And so that is the ancient city of Troy done. It's pretty cool. Oh, dropped my license. Great. And now I'm just walking down here. There's no one here, by the way. There's a few cars, some security vehicles, but there's no one here. Anyway, I'm walking down this eerie road because at the end of it it's meant to be the new museum that opened in 2018. So I'll give that a check out before I head back to Canakkale. Well, here I am in the middle of the highway in a town that apparently has a higher population of chickens than people. There is absolutely no one here. And I've been told to wait out here for a bus that might come to take people back to Canakkale. But there's no bus stop, and I was given a piece of paper with like the return bus's time, and he told me these are all wrong, so good luck. So yeah, I'm not quite too sure what to do. There's no Uber or taxis, there's no one in this town. There's no one even working at the security booth for the museum, which is that building there. So I don't know what to do. I'm just walking around with my copy of the Iliad that I got from the Troy Museum. I thought that was kind of cool. What to do? I could explore, but I don't want to get shot. So I think I might not do that. Although there's like a minivan. Maybe this guy's. Maybe he'll take me back. Get in the white van, Jack. Great idea. Great idea. Okay, so update. I got in the van. Right now it is 10:30 in the morning at Canakkale, and I am about to head over to Gallipoli. I could not be more can. Woo! Let's go! Right now I'm on the ferry on the way to Gallipoli. And there are the old fortresses known as the key to Istanbul. Behind me is Anzac Cove. There is the first point the Anzacs landed when they came to Gallipoli. Today it's a cemetery. North Beach. It's right next to Anzac Cove. I'm at Lone Pine Cemetery, which is one of the most important sites in Gallipoli for Australians. Here is where the Turkish line would have been, and the back wall is where the Australian front line would have been. Right now, I'm standing in the trenches of Johnson's Jolly. It was called Johnson's Jolly because the Turkish trenches, which are just there, the Anzac trenches, which are just here, meant that they were so close that the Anzacs used to mess with the Turks from one trench to another. And the leader in charge of this area here was called Johnson. Therefore, Johnson's Jolly. What an amazing place. In a terrible way. But it is very moving to be here. I am at the Turkish memorial for Gallipoli. And here is the statue of the old man and the girl, the last Turkish survivor of the war. Died at 110, I believe. I'll have to check that. Here it is here. Wow. There's such a gravity to this place, it's hard to describe. It's really powerful. This is where the Battle of the Neck took place, where the men from the Light Horse Brigade were sent over towards the Turkish position that way, shown at the end of the Gallipoli film. Here is what's left of the New Zealand trenches at Canakkale, which is where their memorial site is as well, just behind me over there. View from up here is insane. And it's easy to see why this high ground was so important to Gallipoli strategy. Wow. Up at Canakkale, which is the main centerpiece for what was trying to be accomplished with Gallipoli. Here is the statue to Mustafa Ataturk, who is like the founder of the Turkish Republic. Oh, it's windy today. Here is the memorial to the New Zealanders that fought at Gallipoli as part of the Anzacs. Oh, I've just arrived at the bus station in Canakkale. I'm so tired after the big day at Gallipoli. And tonight I've decided to get the overnight bus from here to the capital, Ankara. Well, that is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Next week I head down through Turkey, finish a few more sites, into Lebanon to prepare for the week after's video where I head to Syria. Thank you for watching.